How long does equitable distribution take in North Carolina? Put another way, how long is it going to take to sort out in court all of the separation of our marital property so that we can be free and clear of one another? Hey there, my name is Ron Payne. I'm the CEO and managing attorney here at Apple Payne Law in Kernersville. And as with a lot of cases, folks want to know how long is this all going to take? So, as I explained in my last video, equitable distribution is simply the term North Carolina uses for equitably, not necessarily equally, but usually equally, distributing the property between spouses during a divorce in North Carolina. Now, what is distributed is marital property, things that were acquired during the marriage. If you got it before the marriage, not marital property. If you got it after the marriage, not marital property. If you got it during the marriage, it is marital property. Or if you bought it using marital funds, it's marital property. Now there's exceptions and there's nuances, but just as a 30,000 foot view, that's your explanation. So the way the process works is this. Once you've met with an attorney and you've decided that, yes, we need to file for equitable distribution, remember, this is one of those claims that you have to file before divorce. Once you've gotten your divorce finalized, you cannot go back and ask for property to be split up. You can ask for them to split a house that's got your name on the title because you still own it. But otherwise, it's kind of finders keepers as to the personal property or to retirement accounts or to bank accounts based on who's on the account. So if you're going to do this, you got to do it before divorce. Once you've gone to the courthouse and we've filed that claim, just like with all legal claims in North Carolina, they get 30 days to respond to the complaint. And that gives them a chance to say, yes, there's marital property. I want my half. Or it's not fair. I want more than half. Or they didn't respond and say nothing at all. Whatever that response is, they get 30 days to make it. Thereafter, the court will usually schedule a fairly soon initial hearing around the 60 to 90 day mark that allows for the parties to complete initial information and be assigned to go to a mediator. Now, you can agree on your own mediator. You don't have to wait for the courthouse to assign you one. And it also allows for you to gather the information together so that you can go to mediation with all of the information in front of you. And that's usually done on an inventory affidavit or an equitable distribution affidavit where you list all of the marital property that you're concerned about. Now, typically the things on that inventory are going to be retirement accounts, bank accounts, real estate, vehicles, depending on how they're titled, etc. But it might include everything. I've had equitable distribution affidavits where literally the only thing on there was the house and maybe a bank account or retirement accounts. I've had equitable distribution in cases where even in trial we were arguing over the value of Pampered Chef. I love me some Pampered Chef, but that stuff is of the devil when it comes to equitable distribution cases. Man, people will fight over their Pampered Chef. It's crazy. So whatever we need to list on that inventory to make sure that everybody gets their fair share, we'll list that. And then each side presents what they think is a fair split and what they think is a fair value and what they think or who they think should get the property. And that's the information we take to mediation. Mediation is usually scheduled somewhere between the 3rd and the 6th month after a case is filed. And that's a function of how quickly the court could schedule that initial hearing just to get the ball moving, how quickly the available mediator is able to get you in. Look, like anything, there are some great mediators out there. And in some cases, you can just use whoever's available. And in some cases, you really do need somebody with a lot of experience trying and mediating these kinds of cases. And so that'll determine how quickly you get into mediation. If you go to mediation and that doesn't work out, one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to A, reschedule mediation. You know what? Hey, we need more information. Maybe we didn't have all the retirement account information. Maybe we need an expert to appraise the home and kind of see what it's worth today. Maybe we need an appraisal of the retirement account to assess what is the value, what's the marital value of the account, or if there's a pension, what is the marital portion of the pension and how much is that going to be worth over time so that we can fairly distribute the other assets to offset pensions and that sort of thing. Either way, you'll either go back to mediation or, hey, we didn't reach an agreement, no problem. What we're going to do then is go back to court and we're going to set a trial date. Trial dates can be anywhere from 3 to 6 to 12 months out from that date. It just depends on how long of a trial you're going to need, how many cases are in line in front of you. And for Forsyth County, equitable distribution cases are only heard 1 to 2 weeks a month at best. And that doesn't account for any possible vacations or if somebody's got a trial in front of you. So it might take a little bit to get to trial. Greensboro hears them a little bit more frequently, but there still can be a pretty long wait, especially if the case in front of you has a really long trial. If there's a lot of assets, a ED case can take 3 to 5 days in trial to do, and that doesn't count if you have expert witnesses and that sort of thing. So if you have to go all the way to mediation, your case can be resolved in as little as 6 to 9 months. If your case is going to involve having a trial, full out, whatever you need, then you're looking at anywhere from 9 to 18 months on the common side and up to 24 months kind of on the long side. Usually by that point, almost all cases, but the most extreme worst, have gotten what they need and they've closed out in that time. So I hope this has been helpful in explaining to you what is equitable distribution and why does it take as long as it does take. At the end of the day, North Carolina is usually going to split everything 50-50. And in equitable distribution, unlike other kinds of cases, there are no attorney's fees unless there's egregious misconduct, such as one party refusing to produce discovery or concealing assets. And even then, you're not going to get attorney's fees. What you're going to ask for is a 60-40 split or a 65-35 split. So you're going to ask for an unequal distribution based on the fairness of the totality of the situation. I hope this has been helpful. If you would like to set up a consultation with the team here at Payne Law so that we can help you navigate those important decisions about whether or not to pursue some of their retirement account that you are very likely entitled to, or whether or not you should waive some of your pension rights in exchange for something else, reach out to us. Give us a call at 336-281-6928, or reach out to us on the web at applepainelaw.com, and we will get you in for a low-cost consultation to discuss your rights, what you're entitled to, what you can expect, what not to worry about, what to worry about, and then we can go from there. I hope this has been helpful. Again, like and subscribe here on YouTube for helpful and friendly content. And until next time, have a great day.